Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser held her own press conference today. The mayor striking a defiant tone, but refusing to acknowledge the district's crime wave played a role in that decision. Tom Fitzgerald has that angle of the story. He spoke with the mayor tonight, so what does she have to say about this, Fitz?
Jim, there were a couple of pot shots at Virginia. At one point, Mayor Bowser saying that she didn't think that the Potomac Yards Wizards was a particularly good name for an NBA team. However, the mayor insisted today that she negotiated in good faith in what turned out to be a disappointing result, with the news that both teams were now headed to Northern Virginia. But hours after Fox 5 reported that this move was underway, it was late last night when the mayor's office released their plan to keep the teams here at the Capital One Arena. It is essentially a $500 million refurbishment plan to redo the Capital One Arena, despite the fact that it has been widely reported that what the team actually needed was much more than that. The fact of the matter is that a lot of people have been asking whether or not crime, which appears to be out of control in this city, played a role in this decision. The mayor today disagreed and described it as what she called a blip.
I would characterize what they said to us, and I happen to agree with it, that our experience with crime is kind of a blip. It's a phenomenon, and we can look back over the last several years and see a lot of contributing factors.
Okay, so what is next for the Capital One Arena? Well, Ted Leonsis said today that he intends to keep operating it, that the WNBA's Washington Mystics will become the main attraction here, also with college basketball still being played. However, there's no getting around it. These two teams, an NBA franchise and an NHL franchise, leaving the arena to go over to Virginia, potentially and will likely be a devastating economic impact for Chinatown and Gallery Place. We asked the mayor in her third term now as mayor of the District of Columbia. There's been a lot of bad news lately. Was this the low point?
Is this the low point?
Certainly, we don't ever want to see a business go to one of our jurisdictions. We don't like to see jurisdictions trying to poach businesses from us, so it's disappointing.
Well, there you have it. Now, the mayor would not say if this offer is still on the table if Monumental Sports goes ahead with this idea to make the Mystics the main target of the attractions here. However, she did announce that there is going to be a task force now looking after the future of Chinatown and Gallery Place. One of the members, former Mayor Anthony Williams. We'll have the Capital One Arena tonight. Send it back into you.
All right, Fitz, thank you. That brings us to a Fox 5 Live Instapoll question. Should the district do more to keep the Capitals and the Wizards Arena in Chinatown? And you can see right here, pretty much split, but a lot of you voting no, 56% of you. Again, scan that QR code or head to fox5dc.com/Instapoll. And by the way, coming up at 5:30, we will check in with our Stephanie Ramirez on how people across the region are reacting to this announcement.